Alright, how to lose weight, how to cut the belly fat for good. I'm not going to bore you guys with any stupid terms or anything you don't need to know about, because quite frankly, you don't need to know about metabolic adaptation and carb cycling and calorie sparing, carbohydrate sparing, all that bullshit. There's only a few actionable steps you need to know about and you'll be well on your way, and that's exactly what I'm going to tell you in this video. Losing weight is very simple. It's been made out to be something that's not extremely complex, but something that requires a bit of thinking and science. And yes, it's you know, there's techniques involved, there's different ways of going about it, but if you fucking eat healthy food and you do activity, you're gonna be healthy. Like, a lot of stuff nowadays is normalized, like processed foods, and it's like, you know, if you actually eat actual food and just consume stuff, holy shit, consume stuff that is made in the image of God. So natural stuff, fruits, vegetables, stuff that's made out of the ground, plant, you know, potatoes, meats, single ingredient whole foods. You can't get fat. That's what I've always done. But if you stray away from that and eat processed stuff and alcohol and sugar and all that shit that all these companies make to get fucking money from you, you're gonna fall out of shape because the foods are unnatural and they sit on your stomach in the form of adipose tissue. I'm talking shit here, but the way to lose weight, you've heard it before. I don't care what anyone says, it's fucking true. It's eating less than what you currently do and or moving more than what you currently do. You can either just eat less or just eat more. Move more, not eat more, or both. Eat less and move more, and you will be in a caloric deficit. Without quitting, you will lose weight. That's how it works. So, what am I saying here? How do you actually apply this? Because I've watched a lot of videos over my time. I can't tell you how many hours of YouTube I've watched in my time. That I'm just like, get to the fucking point, mate. What are you actually saying? How do I apply this? So what you want to do is find out how many calories you're eating right now, because that's keeping you where you are, if you have not already. You've got a maintenance. Most of you guys watching this video are eating in a caloric maintenance. You're also doing as much activity to maintain your current body weight, whether that be 5K steps, 2K steps, 10K steps. Maintenance, caloric surplus to gain weight, to bulk up. So eating more and moving less, more or less. Or you've got, on the other side of maintenance, the caloric deficit. This is where you want to be. Eating less and moving more than what you currently do. Don't overcomplicate it with all these terms that people like to use. Carbohydrate timing, metabolic adaptation, TDE calculator. So the actionable steps that you can take to get into a caloric deficit, to shred the body fat, to get the six pack, to get the physique you've always wanted, the dream body. Number one, find out how much you're currently eating. You need to know what that number is because it's keeping you where you are. A lot of people skip this. They do calculators. They just go on diets. Diets are the worst thing you can do. What I mean by that is find foods that are high protein whole foods that you enjoy, that you can see yourself having long term for the next 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. That's when you hit the jackpot, because people who go on diets, 90% of those people fail because they don't find the foods they enjoy and all of the foods of which they are foreign to. So when they go back to eating the normal way they usually would, they gain all the way back in the process. I'm getting off track here. Step number one, find out how much you're currently eating. Track on MyFitnessPal, use food scales, anything that goes into your fucking mouth. You need to track. You need to know what that is because it's keeping you where you are. Sauces, oils, butter, everything. Just do this for a day or two. Yes, you can lose weight without tracking calories. Yes, you can do all that stuff, but long term, to sustain it, the more data you have that you can track, the better off you will be. What can't be measured can't be fixed. If you're not weighing in, you're not going to know if you lose weight. If you don't track your calories, you're not going to be in the best position to continuously lose weight over the week. So find out how much you're currently eating. Okay, so I track for a day or 2 or 3. If your diet varies, I would say do it over a week or a few days. But if your diet's mostly the same, just do 1 or 2 days. It's all you have to do. All you have to do. So track for a day. 1 fucking day. And if you want to do the next day, you can. I mean, the more days, the better. But really, if your diet doesn't vary that much, 1 day, track it. Everything, okay. So I've got 2,750 calories. 2,750 calories, example. All right, I've got that. And now I'll go into my health app. Health app's where your steps are. That's how much movement you're doing in a day. Obviously, if you have a watch on you, that helps as well. If you don't have your phone on you the whole day, it's sort of hard to know, but I would suggest having your phone on you the whole day to track it, because the more data you have, the better. Find out how much you're currently eating, number 1, 2,750. Number 2, how many steps you're doing. Those are the 2 metrics that are gonna take you a long way. So with 2,750, minus 300, good start. Minus 300. You can do 500, you can do 700 if you want. If you have to lose it quicker, you can definitely do that. You can keep your protein high. But I would suggest for the average person, minus 300 calories, so 2,450. See that maths? Pretty bad at maths. 2,450 is now my calories. I'm eating less, okay. And then I go into the health app on my iPhone. Okay, 6K steps, 10K steps, 12K, 4K, 3K. And you look at your average. Okay, my average is 6K steps. So you need to get your average up. At least 2,000 steps. I would say 10,000 minimum for everyone. 10,000 minimum is a sweet spot, but there is no limit. There is no limit. Obviously, with the calorie side of thing, if you're having 2,750, you're not going to drop straight to like 2,000, are you? Or like 1,500. But with steps, no limit. No limit. Obviously, if you are like pretty heavy guy, like 120, 130, and you're sedentary, you're probably not going to go out and do 15K steps a day, but there's no real limit. If you're doing 6K, there's nothing against you going straight up to 10, straight up to 12, straight up to 15, straight up to 17K a day, even 20. I know guys who do 30K steps a day. They're shredded as fuck. So there's no limit on the steps, but I would say you got to know. People that fail are, okay, people that don't really have a vision and go on diets, but also people that don't have the data to track it. So from here, you've got food, what you currently eat, less than that, 2,750 is current calories. I'm going 2,450. Okay. Steps at 6K, all right, 10K minimum, that's the standard. 2,450, 10K, third step, last one, the 3. So this is how do you actually know if you're losing weight. You're in the deficit, you're moving more, but how do you actually know if you're on track? So again, what can't be measured can't be fixed. With the caloric calculation, you got the food. The other thing, weigh in when you're starting. Weigh in right now. Note that down. Know what that is. So you want to weigh start of the week and the end of the week. Start of the week, end of the week. So Monday, Sunday. Within those 7 days, caloric deficit and walking. If your weight has gone down, you're on the right track. If your weight has gone down, you're losing weight. Sick. If it's stagnant, drop 100 calories, increase 1,000 steps. Increase 2,000 steps. Increase 3,000 steps. More steps. Drop 100 calories, increase 1,000 steps. But if you're in that caloric deficit and walking more, and you're losing 500 grams, a kilo, kilo and a half, even 2 kilos, you're sweet. You're chilling. You're losing weight. And then, most importantly, above all of these steps, don't quit. That's what everyone does. Just don't quit. Just keep going. Every day. Food, have it on lock. I've got cookbooks and grocery lists. If you message me on Instagram, I might even put my school link below. If you message me on Instagram, I'll put my Instagram below. I'll send through my free grocery list and cookbook that all my guys use, that I eat as well, all the foods I eat. So you can just have them on, lock throughout the day. Bang, bang, bang. Steak rice, beef mince rice, eggs, avo, tomato, fruit, veggies. Bang, bang, bang. You don't have to think. You do that one day, day 1, day 7. If you're losing weight, you're chilling. You're fucking chilling. Most people don't get to that point. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So to summarize, find out how much you're eating now. Eat 300 less than that. Find out how much you're moving on the health app or with a watch or whatever. Move more than that. Steps, walking. Don't run. You don't have to run. Walking, more movement, more activity. Weigh in first day and 7th day. Keep doing that every week. Step 4, don't quit. One more thing on step 3. Weight loss is not linear. You don't just trend down, 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 down the more you do it. It's more like down, down, sort of stagnant, plateau, down, 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 plateau, 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 down, 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 plateau. So it's not linear. So there's going to be 4 or 5 days straight where you don't lose weight. This is what happened to one of my guys, Aiden. He went from 86, I think it was 80, 84 or 85 he started at, down to mid 70s. But for 4 or 5 days he didn't move. His weight stagnant. And on the 6th day, bang, it was like a whole kilo and a half he just dropped. So don't weigh in too much. It's a psychological thing. Good book, Expectation Effect. If you actually take on that expectation, that cue, like, oh my God, I'm not losing weight, your actions will then follow that and you will not lose the weight. That's how it works. It's like a fucking placebo in itself. So don't weigh in too much. Start of the week, end of the week. If you're losing weight, sick, you're on track. Find out how much you're eating now, eat less than that, move more. Find out how many steps you're doing, move more. Weigh in, start of the week, end of the week. And don't fucking quit, bro. You've got this. Thanks for watching the video. Life's better when you're in shape. Do yourself a favor. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one.